Hello, in this video I'm going to show a couple of the plugins that I use to help me speed up the animation process. This is to go alongside a blog, but you may see this video on YouTube anyway. Uh, Essentially, you want to kind of automate the boring stuff. And by the boring stuff, I mean basically anything repetitive. So what I will do here is just show you a couple of ways that we can do this. So what I'm going to do is animate the lines. So we'll start off with line 1. We're going to scale it, put a keyframe scale 0, go over a second, and then add another keyframe of 100. So we do only do it on the one side, so it scales up the way. Really, this should be a stroke, but because I got the image online from Vecteezy, it came in as a fill. So you really want to have a stroke, but we don't really want to get into that just now. So if we click play, you'll see it draws itself in, which is brilliant. Now, there are two ways to do this. What we'll do first of all is show the first way, and the first plugin is called Flow. This is an extremely useful plugin, especially if you've ever used the graph editor. It's an extremely frustrating thing to use. Sometimes it doesn't want to do what is in your head, and trying to make it do it is quite a challenge, especially when it comes to camera work. But Flow I found really useful for some pre-made easies. So what we'll do here, this one will ease in slow, ease out slow, and ease in slow. So there, you see there, just a slight change, which is quite cool. So what you can also do is, if we just highlight these again, we can maybe speed up the beginning part and then maybe slow down. There we go. Now you'll see how that changes the line being drawn in. Doesn't look very good there, but it's a good example of what it can do. So what we'll do, we'll pop this back to normal now. Excuse me, and we shall go to the expression plugin that I use. Sorry, I'm used to saving it. So this one here is this is called iExpressions. It's got loads and loads of good stuff in there, but I made myself a scale bounce to bring in lines like this. So you can change all the parameters. You can see here there's lots of different parameters, so you can change all those. But once you've made it, you can click, you can save it to your own library, and as soon as you highlight the keyframes and then click on apply, you'll see it adds an expression, but it also scale bounces the line in. Now that's obviously too slow, we can't have that. You see here, there, that's a bit better. I would still make it a little bit faster though, so there we go. Excellent. Now, that's excellent. So what we'll do is go back to here. We'll highlight both keyframes, click on copy. Now we will go to the rest of the lines in this illustration. We should go down and click on paste. So they all come in at the same time, which in all honesty doesn't look too bad. But if you were to do it the old-fashioned way, you would go into here and you would think, right, I'm going to move this 3 keyframes this way, and I'll move this 6 keyframes this way, and this 9 keyframes. It just, it's repetitive and it's boring. So the plugin I use for this is called, well, it was going to be called Lazy 2, but there's obviously a bug with that just now. But Keystone is the other one that I found that I think is really good. So what we'll do is highlight all these keyframes. Let me just highlight all here. Highlight all the keyframes, and because we want a descending stagger, we click on a Mac is option, and we shall hit that there, and you'll see it goes 3, because I've specified 3 keyframes. It goes 3 keyframes for 3 frames forward. So when we watch it now, you'll see one comes in at a time. And it just makes that little bit more interesting. Now you can obviously do it manually, but essentially do it via a plugin. Automate that process, because it is boring. There's other things you can be doing, like animating characters or different things that that you can spend your time on. And I've read a lot online about people, you shouldn't use plugins, you should learn to use a graph editor. And sometimes, yes, starting out, you should try and learn as much as you can do, but these plugins are in there to help you. And I've been animating now for about 15 years, and anything that makes my life easier, I'll use. It doesn't matter. So yeah, that's a couple of plugins. I would recommend one more plugin, and that's called Overlord. It's in After Effects, and in Adobe Illustrator. It brings in from Illustrator the elements into After Effects, and 90% of the time it works incredibly well and brings everything over perfectly and just makes things nice and neat and easy. So yeah, that's definitely want to try. But certainly Flow and Keystone are two amazing plugins, and they're not very expensive. I'm not entirely sure what the price of them were, maybe $40 a piece, but the amount of time that you save is well worth it, especially if you do it professionally. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please leave a comment if you have any questions or want me to make any other of these tip videos. Right, cheers, bye.